The USA versus Canada. Like, I used to think that the USA Canada relationship was kind of like a big bro, little bro relationship. And in some ways, it's kind of true. The cultures are really similar in some ways, but they're also really different in some ways too. And I've not been to Canada yet. I've been to the States quite a few times now. And I just want to go there and just get to experience the cultural differences. And this would be a really good little intro video for me, just to kind of get an idea as to like what are the main sort of differences between the two.
The USA, the land of the free, arguably the most important country in the whole entire world. To clarify, I'm personally not the one arguing that. Obviously, Tajikistan is far more world dominant in my opinion. But I'm getting off topic already. Today we're going to be looking at the big bad wolf and its hat, Canada. The more docile, humble one out of these two North American giants. At least that's the perception. And today I'm going to...
Which is bigger geographically? Is it Canada? Like, which has more land mass?
challenge that by putting these two countries head to head in a 10-round battle to the blood. Yes, there is a bitter rivalry between these two plains stretching mega countries, so much so that the 5,525 mile long border, the longest border in the world by the way, is always kept perfectly clear so that the ops can't even share fauna. And today my goal is to finally solve the age-old question: who goated? Category shootout number one, food. Everyone knows American food is about the
God, look at him out. Is he gonna eat all of this?
worst thing you could ever ingest into your gut health-wise. From red 40 to corn syrup to microplastics to just good old fat. It's really no surprise these guys are known for the physical attributes they commonly display, you know? American food is so bad in this current point of history that the
I wouldn't agree, man. It depends where you go. Like, I've been to lots of American restaurants where the food has been delicious. Went to this steakhouse called Vic and Anthony's in Texas. Amazing. Went to Ocean View as well. So good.
countries they export their food to the most, like basically all of Polynesia for example, can end up with genuinely like 70% fucking morbid obesity rates. But I do have a theory about the other side. Everyone likes to go on and on about how Canada's so healthy compared to the US. Their food is so much cleaner, etc, etc. Okay, Canada's obesity rate is a lot lower than the USA's, yes. However, remember, Canadians gotta shovel snow. They actually go outside, you know, they actually use their legs. Studies prove that the prevalence of low physical activity is considerably higher in the US, where it's 71% by the way, than in Canada, where it's around 50%. This is why they're less fat. The food is still fucked in Canada, okay? Don't let the pro-Canadian propaganda infest your brain. They have almost exactly the same food regulation policies. Tim Hortons is low-key way worse for you than most American fast food chains. The only difference is American food tastes amazing. Canadian food tastes like fucking dog shit. Putin.
Does it?
Wait, I mean Putin. Wait, hold up. I mean poutine. You could never catch me eating this slop, bro. What do you mean this is your prized food? Processed chips, processed cheese, processed gravy.
This guy's funny.
Nutritionally, this is literally the equivalent of licking one of Grand Central Station's public toilet seats, okay? Canadians do not try give me none of that. Oh, but American food's so bad for you. I'll take my blue, red, and white-blooded dinner any day, bitch. If any of you, ever catch me eating in the Tim Hortons in Birmingham,
New Street by the train station.
kill me. Straight up kill me. Right there. I've hit rock bottom and there's no point living anymore. USA, 1 point up. The next category is just a quick fire one, really. Gigantic 17-foot Cheeto dust monument. Canada 1. USA 0. Next up, politics. It's similar in a way to my food analysis, right? Because both of our contenders are simply just the same evil, unequal, rigged playgrounds for ultra elite rich pigs that want to destroy the entire world and destroy everything that goes against their evil, unending need for delicious dollars, be that Canadian or American. The only difference is they package it kind of differently. America, you can have you a goddamn Chevy and a big old slice of brisket and some god fucking loving freedom. Canada is more like, yo, maybe you can have a 1-bedroom condo and an iced latte venti.
Yeah, I've heard the cost of property in Canada is just ridiculous. Like, I've heard it is stupid expensive in like Toronto, like the housing market is just as bad as London, I've heard.
Not grande. So whilst I was researching this video, I had to find out some very niche information about both these countries, and I found a very entertaining way to do so. Polybuzz. Thank you to these guys for sponsoring this video. Polybuzz is a pretty epic app that allows you statue they made of you at Madeira Airport. It's a you Harry. Link in description. Search my code GEOPOD for surprising premium features. But that being said, Canada has, you know, a slightly functioning, kind of fair healthcare system. I guess that falls into politics, and personally, if I was out visiting the USA and hypothetically I tripped over and my Glock hypothetically went off in my pocket, or in Canada, let's say my Rambo knife went through my leg, I'd rather not pay 7 million USD for an ambulance, some stitches, and an opiate addiction, you know?
Oh, isn't it like $500 if for an ambulance if you've not got insurance? I read somewhere it was about 500 in the US, which is still a lot of money.
I can get that just fine by my own free will around the back of the train depot in downtown Calgary, thanks. See, who really has true freedom here, man? The Americans get addiction forced on them by Big Pharma. The Canadians, hey, it's just free will, my friend. In all seriousness, in Canada, at least people struggling with the aforementioned problems get a little bit of help and sympathy, whereas the American strategy to drug issues seems to be arrest and kill anyone involved instantly, especially the goddamn South Americans, especially them, kill them way more, problem solved. And look, regarding their actions abroad, I know Canada is one of the GOATs when it comes to colonialism and genocide, and this might be just because they're smaller and less powerful, but at least in the modern day, the post-British Empire day, they don't have quite as much of a despicable track record as the USA's, right? So I do think we got the big maple leaf taking the W here. 1 point goes to Canada. Speaking about healthcare, yeah, I'm about to go there.
Yeah, the Canadian healthcare system, I've heard, is quite similar to the UK's one. Like you pay part of your wages into a big pot and you get kind of almost everything covered. It's kind of similar. Americans, would you prefer having an NHS like we do, where you pay, I think it works out to be about between 5 and 9% of your yearly income, and pretty much everything is covered apart from dental and cosmetic surgery? Or would you rather keep what you've got?
Yeah, man, I'm about to, hey, it's me, Mario and Luigi. The next category is completely unfortunate, absolutely deplorable shooting of a healthcare CEO. All I'ma say is USA 1, Canada 0, baby. Take away whatever you want from that. This next category is humor. A massive stereotype among us Brits is that the Americans got no jokes. They
Nah, and that's not true, man. Come on. Most of the biggest comedians in the world are American.
can't take jokes, they can't make jokes, they just quake, flake, and break when they hear jokes. And I know this isn't 100% true, okay, obviously, but you gotta admit, right, a lot of American comedy is either just like cringe, forcibly edgy Joe Rogan, or over on the other side of the spectrum, just the absolute horrors of PG, Jesus-friendly humor. Whereas Canadians, yo, whole different story, man. These guys are like proper northerners. They're very funny people, and their sense of humor is identical to us Brits.
To be honest, I've not really seen any Canadian comedians. Like, who are the biggest Canadian comedians? I couldn't name one. Like, could you recommend me some, please? I would like to give some a try.
Even their accents, they sound like Brummy Americans. It's truly amazing. If anyone doesn't know what I'm talking about, I've got 3 words for you, my friend. Trailer Park Boys. No American could dream this shit up ever, man. It's genuinely one of the clearest insights into Canadian life and Canadian humor. Canadians are also known for just being the friendliest people literally ever. And every single Canadian I've ever met, realistically, a pretty small sample group, however, coming out on top with a 100% nice person rate. Whereas I'm not gonna lie, every time I hear an American accent in London, I do low-key have some pretty American urges. I'm talking AK-47, I'm talking self-defense, I'm talking freedom, I'm talking stone cold-blooded murder. Canada obviously winning this round fair and square. The next category shootout is large.
For me, when he spams those sound effects, the eagle and the gunshots, I just find it so funny.
Jimmy Carter smiling peanut statue.
Oh,
USA
God.
1, Canada 0. Our next shootout is rap beef. Look, despite the concerningly massive amount of big music stars from Canada, if we being real, you guys just gotta stop dissing Americans, man. You gotta stop right now. And when I say you guys, I think we all know who I'm referring to, okay? The figurehead of Canadian rap, the Drizzler. Taking the L twice to this extent is crazy. Track record is diabolical, man. First, you get your secret child that you're neglecting doxed. Then you get your preference for children doxed. Oh my god, man. I might have to give America 2 points for Drizzy's performance here, man. What the fuck? The Drizzler.
Yeah, Drake got absolutely destroyed in that beef. Kendrick definitely won. Definitely won.
Is going to be taking
I think Drake's even taken Kendrick to court because of it.
the L for the whole country, man. I'm sorry, but what else am I supposed to do here, man? Next category up is the climate. Okay, so I know you're all gonna hit me with what the fuck, man, are you crazy? But low-key, Canada might win here. Yes, the weather is like actually abysmal, but hear me out, okay? Tornadoes. I do not want the air to be my op. I do not want the air to fight me and I lose. I really don't want that in my life, man. You Okay, hold up. So I'm editing this video right now, okay? And I just thought I'd give this point a quick fact check, because I kind of said this for some reason without actually knowing. Turns out Canada actually have fucking shitloads of tornadoes. They even come in second in the world for tornadoes.
Yeah, but I think America, Tornado Alley, is still like the #1 spot for tornadoes, isn't it?
Only to the USA. So frankly, I don't know what I was talking about. This leaves Canada with literally no advantage here. Like, bro, I gotta deal with 20 minutes of sunlight a day, 79 meters of snow, and fucking twisters. Twizzy. Oh, hell no, man. USA, another point up. Alcohol. Now, this might be my most controversial point yet.
Oh my god. That looks like 2 pints. And he's just necking it straight.
History of this channel, maybe even. But in my opinion, Americans can't drink. Canadians can. I've genuinely seen with my own two eyes Americans on the tube in London talking about how I'm too buzzed off the White Claw. I gotta slow down off this White Claw, man. I might overdo it if I drink any more White Claw, man. White Claw seltzers. Bruh, this angers me so much, man. For those of you who
What is White Claw? Never heard of it in my life.
don't know, my Europeans, basically. The American equivalent of like lads, frat boys, for example, those Trump Nelk guys, right? They drink fucking seltzers. And they drink seltzers as if they're like hard, man. Why don't you just shut up and enjoy 1 million beers? And I'm not talking some American piss baby water beer, man. Yo, I think I know which nation invented this. I think I know, and I genuinely think Canadians might have their breakfast cereal in bowls of White Claw. Actually, probably something a lot more alcoholic. Trailer Park.
I will say this, at uni, a friend of mine, American, he drank way less than me. And I'm not saying that as like a badge of honor or anything, but it did seem like his tolerance to alcohol was a lot lower than mine. And I know that isn't, universal among all Americans. But I'm just saying, like, he drank way less than me, and he was a lot taller than me. I'm 6 feet tall. He is like 6'7", like, but his tolerance was just so low.
Boys taught me all I needed to know, man. Ever since I finished that series, I've looked upon Canadians with nothing but respect and admiration. I know they go hard. Also, I know the legal drinking age is still a bit crazy in Canada, but nothing in comparison to America. 21? Here's all the things I can do in America when I'm 20, but I can't drink. Oh.
It's crazy that you can join the army at 16, 17. But you can't drink until 21. That is crazy.
Oh, man. No wonder they enjoy shit like this, man. They got the livers of newborns. They got the fucking taste buds of toddlers. That's why they're the same fully grown adults that eat fucking Frosted Flakes every breakfast. When I was in Tbilisi, Georgia, right? The good Georgia. One night, I accidentally got these 2 beers confused and ordered myself a Miller. Worst beer I've ever had in my life. hands down. You know how in the legendary beer tier list video, we mixed up like 20 separate pints and drank a mega pint at the end? On everything that tasted better than this fucking Miller. I felt like glassing myself because of the taste, man. What the fuck are you guys cooking out there in Wisconsin? Canada easily taking the W. Now, that was going to be the end of this video. However, last night I was devouring away some oxtail stew, slurping down a red stripe on the side, as you do
Oxtail is so good.
if you're living it up like me. And it hit me. No American could have made this. No Canadian could have made this. And then all the other categories started flooding into my brain, and it became clear there is really only one North American nation that could win any competition, any shootout, any debate within the region. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the winner, Jamaica.
Jesus Christ!
Jamaica's not North American, is it?
Here I was all this time thinking they were Bill Gates when they were not even Bill Fence.
Wow, giant crabs.
Yeah.
Dude, this video was hilarious, man. Those sound effects, I was almost crying at one point. Like, he was just spamming the hell out of the eagle, that eagle. It was so funny. I think the US and the UK and Canada are like almost like two sides of the same coin in a way. Like, but I'll never really get it completely until I visit. I need to visit Canada. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.